Good morning, Coach on a Run, and what a beautiful morning it is. It's just absolutely beautiful. Earlier I had to stop and take a picture. After days of rain in the Cape, everything is just bright and shiny. Anyway, this weekend we've just finished another ActionCOACH conference, national conference, and I was surrounded by an absolute fantastic community of coaches. And we were reflecting on a team, and the team for the conference and the team for next year is extreme ownership. Yeah, you've got it right. I've got to put my cap on differently. I hope you can see that. Extreme ownership. So I'll get back to that just now. One of the speakers was Dr. Lindie Malan. Let me just change it. I think the sun. There we go. Dr. Lindie Malan. She's a psychologist with a difference. The difference is she's a tiny little human being. I don't know what's her height, just over a meter, I think. But she was born with a disability where she doesn't have any arms and her legs are really short, and the one leg is even shorter than the other one. So Dr. Lindie Malan lives in Cape Town. She texts with her tongue and she writes her emails with her toes. And apart from that, you'd almost not think she's disabled at all. What a powerhouse. And she quoted Viktor Frankl that said, if you can't change your situation or your circumstances, well, then you need to change. And Nikki spoke about the fact that most people has got disabilities. Some disabilities are just visible, like, obviously hers. But here's the thing. From a very, very early stage in her life, she chose to focus on what she can do instead of what she can't do. And there's Nikki. I'll share the video link where you see her driving off in her own car, not allowing her disability to get the better of her, feeds herself with her toes, and goes through life a respected professional, raising money for other people with disability so that they can also own a car. And I was sitting there thinking, what excuse do I have? What are the things that's keeping me back? What are some of the rocks in my head? Yeah, and this is where extreme ownership comes from. The fact that, if I'm not moving, well, if I'm not, the notion that if my business isn't growing, then it's because I'm not growing. If I'm not getting the results in my business, it's because, it's all got to do with me, the decisions I make, the attitude I have, the excuses, all the things that keep us back from being the best possible version of ourselves. So here I am this morning asking you, what's your excuse? You've been watching me probably for the last 4 or 5 months, going on my morning runs, thinking, hey, this is fantastic, go coach, go. Why aren't you going? You've been listening to my audiobooks and all the things that I've recited and quoted from. Why aren't you reading? You're thinking, well, things need to change in my life. Well, why aren't you phoning me? Why aren't we having those conversations about your life and your business? So for me, extreme ownership, no more. This is me, the coach on the run. And from now on, things will change in my life. And I'm embracing extreme ownership. And I'm daring each one of you. I'm challenging you today to take extreme ownership of your life. Whatever it is that you're dissatisfied with, create a vision of what you want it to be. And then have the courage to take the first step. Because for so long as you're not going to take that first step, nothing's going to change. So I challenge you this morning, take extreme ownership. If you've been watching me for weeks and weeks, send my links, send my details, copy, share me, like me, comment. Help me create a vision of people that wants to move, that wants to grow, that wants to take extreme ownership. So who am I? I am the coach on the run. I work with people and business owners that wants fast growth and in the process don't want to kill their team and lose their heads. That's who I am. I'm invested in coaching fast performing business owners, growing their business to extreme heights through extreme ownership. That's who I am. Who are you? So I challenge you to take the first step and leave me a comment on how your life is going to change. Like me, share me, and let's change the world together, shall we? How? With extreme ownership. Cheers.